That should be good.
I gotta find this for the friends. I gotta find the
Whoa, we're live, baby.
I gotta find the treats to show the friends.
We're live and in color, friends.
Hi, the friends.
Nicole's looking through flyers right now for cheat day items.
Because I gotta show the friends this fancy thing. Hi, the friends. The friends, it's flyer day. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I gotta show you this. You might not be able to see it.
Friends, tonight is the first night. We've got our tea. We've got our herbal tea. But tonight's the first night in a long time that we're actually going to need it. Because it went from yesterday about 30-something degrees. Or was that the day before?
It was 30 the day before. And then it was like 27 or something.
And right now it feels like 5 degrees. We just took Hank out for his nightly walk. And it feels like 5 degrees. But we got a nice hot herbal tea.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what, friends? There's a new product coming to town in this town. And we are so excited. I just looked at the Sobeys flyer. And there, look at this. You might not be able to see it. It's very little. See that, friends? That there. That says candy cane Oreo ice cream. You see that?
Our grocery stores here in Canada are promising that they're going to have candy cane Oreo ice cream for the first time ever. So we're going to go hunting probably tomorrow for that, right?
Uh-huh. Tomorrow morning.
You froze.
Candy cane ice cream. Friends, the friends in the States, did you ever eat that?
Hey, friends, coming in the chat. Hello, Laura, Tanya,
Mr. K-Rod.
Arne.
Hello, Z Cando.
Tim Smith. K-Rod, what up, buddy?
Willow's World, hello.
Courtney and Willow.
All the friends coming in, welcome. We are on a mission because it's getting close to Friday and closer to Saturday, and we always start craving cheat day food. And
especially this week, we're doing a mini cut week because I have a little torn muscle in my shoulder. I get it from time to time. It's nothing major, but I need to ice it and I need to take a break. And you know what? We were getting kind of beat up anyways.
Yeah.
So we needed a little rest. But we're still doing the cardio all week, and we're just doing kind of a mini cut where we lower our carbs, probably like, for me, maybe
by 30 grams for me and about 60 for Kyle.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a back injury that sometimes comes up. It's a reoccurring one. So this week it's been bothering me. So we both just lowered our carbs, and we're not weight training, but we are doing cardio. We usually, if we do go on a cut, we generally, because our carbs are so low, we don't often weight train. We just lower our carbs and just continue the cardio.
And that's an important lesson that took us a very long time to learn. To not beat yourself up when you've got the flu, you're sick, or you've got a little injury that you need to take care of, or a big injury, or something comes up in life that really needs to be taken care of. You got to learn when to pull your foot off of the gas a little bit, because me and Nicole, with our brains and our mindset, we tend to go 100% for everything, and we never ever slow down. And although we get a lot done that way, sometimes, like this week, it's needed to pull back a little bit, take your foot off the pedal, and cruise for a bit so that we can repair our bodies, have a little bit of a mental, break, and then regroup. And then you can go at it, and you can be back in the gym, and you'll regain your passion. You'll be even stronger and happier, and your body and your muscles are not going to go anywhere. They're not going to fail on you. They're going to be happy that you took the break, and you're going to see more results when you do jump back in the gym.
Yeah, and I mean, for the longest time, we didn't take a break. And when you train so intensely like we do, your body actually needs a break. And yes, you get a lot done when you push yourself and you don't take a break. But in the end, you'll end up breaking down. So it's better. Now we've learned when it's time, we take a break. And this week has been our break. But of course, even though we say break, we're still doing, our jobs plus our YouTube jobs plus our cardio. We never stop the cardio. We always continue that.
We wanted to say a special thanks.
We
right,
do. Yes,
video.
I was just waiting for some more friends to come in so we could do that. We just wanted to say a special thank you to all of the friends that have been giving us positive comments and feedback on our video that we just released. Our rant about cheat day, I guess you could say. We just want to thank you guys so much. You know, we understood when we started YouTube that we would not only get positive, but we would also get some negativity, and we were okay with that. But sometimes we need to stand up for ourselves, and that was the time to do it. And we appreciate those of you who continue to support us positively and, you know, inspire us and say really nice things, and we really appreciate it.
We got so much love on that video.
We did.
And we thank you guys, and we read all the comments, and we really appreciate that. That's what we need.
You guys are amazing.
We need that kind of support to keep going. And yeah, we just want to say a special thank you to everybody that left a really nice positive energy comment on our last video.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we really appreciate your support, guys. You guys are awesome, and you're what keep us going and growing, and for us to keep reaching our goals. You inspire us every day.
And you know what? Sometimes the trolls, they need a little spanking. Yeah. Because they get out of line, and most of the comments we just delete. But we still read, we still see them all, the good and the bad. So sometimes it's necessary. When we've been doing YouTube 2.5 years almost, sometimes you need to stand up for yourself and just give it a little spanking, just like that. Just a little tap, you know, like this, just like that.
And
just
then,
a little, hey, smarten up, buddy.
And then move on and talk to the positive friends.
Yeah, so we're here to hang out with you guys.
And gotta tell the friends coming in that we just looked at the Sobeys flyer, and the Sobeys flyer tells us that there's gonna be candy cane Oreo ice cream.
We're excited. We haven't seen that here yet. So we're gonna be hunting for candy cane Oreo ice cream. Guys, let us know in the chat
if you've had it.
If you've ever had that. It looks great.
Yes. And if you've had it, let us know what you think. And what do the friends think about candy cane ice cream? There's one here that we have. It's President's Choice. And I think it's like candy cane crackle or something. It has candy cane pieces and little crackly fudge pieces. Oh, it's good. It's delicious.
So friends, we're here to hang out, but also ask away any questions that you wanted to ask us along the way, or ones that we can't get to. We get so many from you guys, and we love the support on the videos.
Yep.
But now is your chance to ask away. And also remember, Super Chat is on, friends, and due to the recent YouTube ad situation, Super Chat is the way that we're going to be able to keep the channel going.
Yep.
From now on. So we thank you for your support. And also, if you do Super Chat, your question will be highlighted so that we definitely don't miss it.
Right, because sometimes the comments and questions come in really fast. So we won't miss it that way. And sorry, friends, that is going very fast. Hey, it's Chris Franzen. Hi, Chris Franzen.
Hey, where's Chris Franzen? Oh, there he is.
There he is. See that? The muscles.
What's up, buddy?
Hello, Journey. Hello, all the friends coming in.
So we had some questions. K-Rod asked, what's your guys' favorite or go-to cardio? You go
start?
First.
Okay, so generally I like to do the recumbent bike. I feel like it works my legs. I tone my legs that way, and I get a really good workout, and I do 20 minutes and I'm completely like sweating, and I burn a ton of calories doing that. But I also like to go out in nature and go for a walk with Kyle, so I kind of flop.
Look, I've got my pinky finger up for tea time. Cheers, friends.
So mostly bike for me, but then I also walk with Kyle a couple times a week.
My go-to cardio is walking. I love being outside and walking with my hoodie on and the full hood on and tied up, and I get really sweaty, and I love walking. For my me and Nicole both, because we were so big, we have knee issues. So the high impact of like HIIT or jogging, it just doesn't work for us. So we have to find some low impact stuff. So for me, plain old walking, I do anywhere from 20 minutes to 45 minutes every morning on an empty stomach. And we also take a strong cup of black coffee before we get out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I find, like, for myself, I don't need as much cardio as Kyle. 20 minutes is enough for me to do whatever it is I want to do that week. So if I want to cut, 20 minutes. If I want to put on muscle, 20 minutes. I'm lucky that way, but I also wear a full hoodie and I go as fast as I can, steady state for the 20 minutes, and also on an empty stomach. And I go really fast and I sweat a ton.
Now, it's more important to just get your cardio in.
Yeah.
We choose to do fasted cardio because of our schedules and because we feel it works the best for us. It's not integral that you do fasted cardio. For us, it works better. As long as you're getting active, getting the blood flowing, do what you like and do what you love, and just try to get it in as much as you can. Our Nene has a question. I just started watching you guys, and I was wondering if either one of you had weight loss surgery, or did you lose the weight on your own?
Both of us did it naturally. We did it together, and we did not have surgery. We did it on our own. No gym. We work out in our basement, so no gym membership, no surgery, no dietitian, no personal trainer, completely 100% on our own.
Tim Smith says you guys are freaking awesome.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, Tim, you're freaking awesome.
You're awesome.
And what are y'all drinking, says Becky. We've got some sleepy time herbal tea from Celeste. What's it
Celestial.
called? Celestial.
It has chamomile and something else, spearmint or something. It helps relax you. Chris Franzen says, have you found the cookie butter Oreos? We haven't. We did find apple pie Oreos, though, and those are really good.
Yeah. Believe me, Chris, when we find those, you'll know about it.
Oh, yeah.
All the friends are going to know about it because we're going to post it. Here's a plug for the Instagram. Go follow us.
Well, the thing is, if we find that candy cane Oreo ice cream, I am posting it online.
And everybody in the chat, go follow Chris Franzen. He's on Instagram. He's a cool dude.
He's our buddy. Right, Chris Franzen?
Yep.
Yeah. And he likes Oreos.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Lola loves candy cane ice cream.
Oh, if Lola likes it, then we're going to like it.
Oh, I already love it. Remember, PC? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't try that, did you? You're a sad boy.
I don't think I did. I would have remembered that.
Yeah, you're too sad.
I'm too sad.
It's okay.
I'm a sad boy.
One day.
Diana says, I'm curious what your hours at work or life and how you schedule food, shopping, meal prep, and workouts around that schedule. My job has schedule all over the place. Our days are long and crazy as well, just like most of us. We are really, really working on time management. Yeah. And time management is like the key, because we would never, especially we wouldn't be able to do everything if we didn't manage our time. But also, like, thinking back to we were bigger, we couldn't do it all. We didn't have the energy, the motivation, the drive. Physically, our bodies were falling apart, and it's crazy now. We can do so much more in a day, and those are some of the things that come later. Like, we all want to, lose weight and see that, cool number that we've been shooting for. Yeah. We all want to look better. We want to look in the mirror and like what we see. But after we lost the weight, we were like, holy crap, like, we're getting a ton done in a day. For me and Nicole, the problem is pulling back and not burning ourselves out. That's usually the problem for us, is doing too much where we don't know when to stop. Yeah.
And usually the only thing that stops us is if we run ourselves down and get sick. I like your pinky there. Or if we get an injury. So we're working on, and we're learning right along with you guys, because we're working on telling ourselves to take a break before our bodies do.
We're learning to pump the brakes, slow down.
And especially, like, even though we both are sort of resting some injuries this week, it's also nice to not have to cram it all in, even though, you know, we are working on time management. Sometimes it is a lot, and sometimes it is exhausting. So taking a break this week where we had more time to spend with each other, it was nice to, you know, watch some movies here and there, because normally we don't really get time to do that very often. So that is nice, because we do, you know, my day starts around 5 in the morning, and depending on if we're filming or live streaming or something, it generally ends at midnight or 1 in the morning, and then I wake up and do it all over again. So it's our schedules also are all over the place, but if you really want it, you will find a way to do it. And like Kyle said, when you start losing weight and feeling better, it'll be a lot easier to handle it all.
And also, going back to the time management thing, before, when we were bigger, we always thought that we would need to work out, you know, hours and hours and hours, like 4 hours a day, and we were like, how are we going to ever fit that in? It's not. Now that we're, you know, in a lot better shape, we're realizing that it doesn't take that long if you don't screw around in the gym and you get to work. Our weight sessions are like 45 minutes to an hour. Our cardio can be 20 minutes some days, and as long as you're giving her and you're breaking a sweat, you can get it done, and that all can be fitted in about an hour. So like Nicole said, if you want it, you're going to make the time, because it's very important. You know, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So you can't get everything done, or you won't be living up to your most and best potential if you're not, you know, feeling great.
Exactly. Chris Franzen said, okay, I'll try the apple pie ones. Yeah, definitely try them. If you like apple pie, they taste legit like apple pie. And
I'll give you the best way to eat them too. This is what we did, and it's going to be coming up in a cheat day video, but I'll give you an inside track tip, a pro tip on how to eat the apple pie Oreos. You crumble them up. You get caramel ice cream, or vanilla would work too. Crumble them up on top and get some caramel sauce.
Whipped cream would have worked as well.
Oh, yeah, we missed that.
With the caramel sauce. Yeah. Hey, look at Jody Shulman says she just saw pumpkin spice Twinkies. Hey, are you in Canada, Jody? Or is that the States? That sounds delicious. I would totally eat pumpkin spice filled those. Those would be so good. Hi, Yesenia. Hello, Cooking with Hua.
Hello, guys. Everybody in the live stream, we're having a like party. Smash that like button.
You read in my mind. I was just about to tell the friends.
Yeah, it was touch forehead.
Touch it. Oh, and the friends coming in, welcome. And also the friends, if you would like to support our channel, we do have Super Chat on right now. And anything, if you would like to support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. Obviously, we're still going to be here and answering your questions, but we do appreciate if you are wanting to support our channel through Super Chat. And also, I just forgot what I was going to say.
It's been a long day, friends. Taylor S says, also, how did you guys work on portioning? I always want to eat big meals because I never feel full.
I'd like to.
But I know I need to cut my portioning down so much.
Taylor, I want to start with brutal honesty and saying, if you never feel full, it generally isn't because, well, first, you might have damaged your metabolism, and you're going to have to repair it.
Because we did for a long time.
Because we did, and we didn't really have hunger cues or anything like that. But often the damaging of the metabolism often comes from the emotional eating or binge eating.
When you're bigger, and me and Nicole, if anyone's new to our channel, we've both struggled with eating disorders our entire lives.
Yes.
When you're a binge eater, you do ruin your metabolism. And you will crush and kill your hunger cues.
But not only that, the never feeling full is often not actually a physical thing. It's actually a mental thing, because if you are an emotional or binge eater, that is the reason, because you're looking for something else. You're looking for an excuse. Well, I'm not full, so I can just keep eating. And Kyle and I did that all the time. We would eat a big meal and then say, oh, it's just not enough. It wasn't big enough. We'll have to go get a snack. But really, we were just trying to eat our feelings instead
more
of
emotion.
instead of dealing with things going on.
Now, Taylor, once you deal with the emotional side of eating, which is a huge undertaking, but once you deal with that, there is actually a physical part of it too.
Yes.
So when you won't get to eat as much at the same time, but when we were losing weight, we found to really rev up your metabolism, you do get to eat more often.
Yes.
So you might not be able to, like me and Nicole, when we were big, we would eat maybe like twice a day, but those meals kept going and going huge, right? Now we're eating every 2 to 3 hours. So you might not be able to eat as much in one sitting, but you do get to eat very frequently and still keep your metabolism running and losing weight and putting on muscle or whatever your goal is. So there is that to look forward to, that you might not be able to eat as much, but it's more often.
Yeah. Becky says, can chewing gum keep you from eating unhealthy snacks or snacking on unhealthy snacks? You could try it, but we're going to tell you the same thing that we did with Taylor. If you keep snacking on unhealthy snacks, more than likely, one, you're feeling guilty about eating treats. You're telling yourself you can't have them. And already the way that you've labeled it as unhealthy, when you label food, it often causes you to consume more of the food you think is unhealthy, which is why Kyle and I do not label food. There is nothing good and bad. There is nothing healthy or unhealthy. We look at it as there are some foods that benefit you more than to eat more often than others. However, every food has a place in your diet at some point in your life, and it's okay to allow yourself those. So, if you want to stop snacking on unhealthy snacks, you're going to have to, one, stop labeling them unhealthy. Two, always have things prepped that benefit your body more than other things, and allow yourself the things, the treats, every once in a while. And then work on why you're turning to food all the time.
That's a very important point that Nicole brought up, is that massive mental block that we struggled with for a long time, and I know a lot of you guys do as well, is labels. Yeah. Me and Nicole have learned, one of the biggest things we've learned, one of the keys to unlocking our weight loss journey and allowing us to go forward and stay here and keep the weight off, don't live your life by labels. Whether it's about you, like I had diabetes, but if I wanted to get over that, which I've reversed it now, I couldn't be diabetes guy. I couldn't keep labeling chocolate cake as evil and bad, because psychologically that just makes us humans want to eat it more. Yeah. And so we don't live our life by numbers or labels. And that's a huge step that we believe is integral and very important in moving forward if you want permanent results. Yeah.
Yeah, it's often, there's so much more than the food. And often people will refer to it as like cravings, or how can I stop my cravings? How can I stop myself from snacking all the time? And there, 9 times out of 10, the underlying reason is because you're using food to deal with things instead of actually dealing with them. So you really got to try to catch yourself when you're about to snack, and think, are you actually hungry? Or did something happen to cause you to turn to food? And think about all the things it could be. Did you have a bad day? Are you bored? Are you lonely? Anything else that possibly, could happen to turn you to food. And hello, Miss Lisa Vickroy.
Hey, Lisa Vickroy is in the house. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're brand new, we need those likes. Smash them.
Like around. So Chris Franzen says, how many days do you prep for? And with meat, how do you have it after 2 days? Just tastes so weird and blah. We prep for 6. And then we have the 7th day is our cheat day. So we put 3 days worth of meals in the fridge and the other 3 in the freezer.
3 days at a time we eat them.
Yeah.
And Chris, you're like us and everybody else. we would love to eat fresh made food every day. You know what I mean?
So much easier for prepping and
like fresh,
sets you up for success.
Fresh grilled chicken off the barbecue every single meal would be like a dream.
That would be awesome.
It ain't gonna happen for us, at this moment, until we get like a personal cook or chef or something, which we're a little bit far away from that. But
we basically during the week, Chris, we don't eat. We
pick our battles.
Yeah, we realize that we eat pretty plain and simple during the week, and we're okay with that. We usually say like we don't eat for taste during the week because we save all the fancy things and the tasty things for cheat day. We eat to fuel during the week. But what you can do is we add sugar-free ketchup. Or mustard, Frank's Red Hot. You can do like a low-fat dressing, low-fat Italian dressing we use. Salt and pepper, Mrs. Dash. That stuff kind of fancies it up a little bit and helps with the taste a little bit.
And like we like obviously fresh food tastes better, but we do enjoy what we eat during the week, even though it's plain. Like we still find ways to season it or spice it to make it taste good. And we're so friggin' hungry every meal that like,
we just eat it.
We need to care. We shovel it, inhale it in seconds.
Quickly.
You know what I mean? So I don't even taste my food actually, to be honest, during the week, and I don't eat for taste anymore during the week. I mean, we still try with like
like Kyle said, we still like what we eat. Would I rather be eating pancakes and chicken fingers and French fries? Yes, but.
Or just fresh grilled burgers or chicken.
Or fresh chicken, absolutely. But with our lifestyles, this is so much easier and sets us up for success.
And if you do only keep it in the fridge for a couple days, it does taste better than keeping a large amount. Like we only keep 2 to 3 days.
We learned the lesson. We used to prep a whole week when we first started, and we left it in the fridge. And when we got to the third or fourth day, it tasted rancid. It went bad. Yeah. So we learned you put only 3 days in the fridge.
Couple days at a time is to minimize the yuck factor in the pre-made frozen food, right?
Somebody said above that I like that. This is a good question. Why does weight fluctuate? There are so many reasons. Stephanie asked this question. There are so many reasons why weight fluctuates. One, it totally depends on the person and their body. I have PCOS, so sometimes polycystic ovarian syndrome or ovary syndrome. That causes bloating, which can throw my weight off. Women, menstrual cycle will cause weight to fluctuate because you're carrying extra water. If you take in more sodium, your weight can fluctuate. If you gain muscle, your weight can fluctuate.
You got to watch your pop or soda that the chemicals can make you bloat. Some people have no problem with it. Some people can drink a ton of diet pop. Some people can take in way more sodium than you might be able to. Mm-hmm. A lot of these factors, how much water your body's holding, the sodium definitely, the sweeteners can definitely affect that. And we've learned over the years to try to limit those as much as we can. We have it if we want it, like as a treat or whatever. But we try to limit those because it can really make you hold a lot of water weight. And you could be up 5, 6, 7 pounds because of your water weight in a week. Also, like Nicole said, if you're working out and training and your body's building muscle, you're going to weigh more.
Exactly.
And depending on if you eat carbohydrates, what time of day your last meal was, what you ate for your last meal, how your digestive system's working. A lot of people have problems digesting a lot of red meat. Or something else in their diet that doesn't agree with them. And a lot of people eat oatmeal. Some people, oatmeal bothers their stomach, bloats them. And so there's so many factors to why our weight fluctuates. Just know it's normal. Everybody's weight fluctuates.
Yeah, it's very normal. And exactly all the reasons that we both listed, plus many, many more, it's normal for weight to fluctuate. So, if you're up or down a pound or so 1 week, it's really not that big of a deal. If you're steadily going up in weight
then
for
it's
a couple of
probably
weeks,
actual weight.
then it's actual weight, I would say. But if it's just going up and down here and there, I really wouldn't pay too much attention to that.
Hey, Miss Andy Rainey's in here.
Hello, Miss Andy Rainey. Look what she says. Hello. Do you still read parts of that book, It's Not About Food? I go to therapy about food addiction. I remember you mentioned a book in one of your videos.
That was the one.
Yes, that was the one. It's called It's Not About Food. It's actually written by two women who had eating disorders, and they wanted to help others once they recovered. So they both got degrees, and then they wrote this book. And I read tons, and that book is the only one that helped me because it was women speaking from experience. I often found I couldn't really find true help from people who didn't know what I was going through, but these two women know what you're going through. I still have the book. I have it. You should see it. It is a complete mess. It's highlighted. The pages are flagged. There's sticky notes in it because that's how I got through. How I healed myself was I kept reading those pages. I don't actually really need it much anymore, but I'm not ready to donate it or give it to someone yet because it's kind of like a security blanket, I guess. Like I still keep it just in case.
It's like a token too. Like it was a time in your life. It really helped you out, right? It helped both of us. Just the title of that book alone, It's Not About Food, is so true in our both of our personal journeys that we found. It really isn't about the food. And it's the same reason why we started our YouTube channel in the first place, is because when we were really, really struggling, there was very little and few places to turn for real advice from two people that have been in the trenches through the warfare and really walked many years and decades in your shoes and everybody's shoes that's probably in the chat right now that's going through that has ever struggled with weight, ever struggled with trying to get in better shape. We've been there. We know anything we tell you guys is deeply personal experience.
Yeah. Hello, Giovanni.
Hello.
Stephanie says, have you ever done a smoothie cleanse? We stay away from cleanses really, like cleanses and detoxes and things like that. Those are things that when I was suffering from my eating disorder, struggling with it, that I often would try to turn to lose weight. So for me, those, I don't look at those as things that would be healthy for my mind or my body. I don't do those.
I also have, as a child, I was put on those shake diets.
Yes,
and so we really have like not very positive experiences with those types of diets and cleanses and shakes and drinks and all that to lose weight. So we don't mess with those anymore.
No. And
they really just set you back, to be honest.
And really, like, those often promote only drinking for an entire day, sometimes more. And
taking away food.
I wouldn't recommend taking away food. If you take away food, you will find a way to bring that food back into your life and you will multiply it.
Yeah.
So the cleanse really will you'll be set back from it. That's our opinion and our experience with that.
Chris says, do you guys still do protein powder? Yep, we do. See it all in the back. What's your go-to these days? What's our new favorite protein powder?
Right now we're doing we're using the Allmax Isoflex. The chocolate peanut butter and the chocolate mints are both really, really good. We like to switch it up and try all of the brands. We do use protein powder, but we just have one scoop each a day. We mostly focus on real food.
Yeah, we're trying to cut back on the amount of processed things we take in during the week because protein shakes are meant as a supplement. So they're not a replacement for real chicken or beef or fish. They will never do the job of actual food. Real food, rice, oatmeal, and meat is always, and veggies is always going to be better than those. So we do have it because it's just very expensive and very hard to eat that much meat in a day. So it does help you know, a one
does.
scoop, it helps, you know, bridge the gap to get to your next real food meal. But yeah, so yeah, we're liking the All Max right now.
Yeah, All Max right now. And actually, tonight I used the cookies and cream. I put a scoop of that with half a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and then I put 1 cup of the unsweetened vanilla cashew milk, and that made a really good shake. That tasted, actually, Kyle and I were saying, like a chocolate Oreo milkshake.
Yeah, it's good.
Really similar.
It's good.
So friends, I think we're gonna do about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
But so our friend Yesenia is here, and she says, wondering if turning to weights for a workout is a good idea. I'm not able to do cardio at the moment, and I was hoping if I keep the weights low and do high reps, I can work up a good sweat. Weights is great. You can also do a full body workout like without weights if you want. Like you can use resistance bands, or you can even use like your own body weight, or you can even use like dumbbells, or like light dumbbells, or soup cans even, or water bottles.
And if you are gonna do some weight training, it's always a good idea to do lightweight and high rep. That's what me and Nicole do. That's how you build muscle, and muscle's a good thing. Muscle speeds up your metabolism. Muscle eats the calories. Muscle eats the sugar in your blood. It's a good thing. And how you build muscle, contrary to what every fitness magazine and most YouTubers will tell you, strength builds muscle, and lifting crazy weights and breaking your hips and your shoulders and your back is the exact opposite. High rep and low weight, and learning that mind muscle connection and squeezing the muscle you're working, not just jerking the weights around. That's always a good thing. Lightweight, high rep.
Yeah. And also, Yesenia, if you're having a hard time with cardio, if you can't do it right now and you want to sweat, do what Kyle and I do whenever we work out, whether it's cardio or weight training. We wear hoodies with the hood up generally, and you will notice a difference. If you wear sweatpants if you can too, you will be sweating.
Thermogenics makes a difference. You want to get
burn more calories,
get your body temperature up there, and you'll be sweating in a couple sets, and go till it burns, and then go past the burn. A little bit past the burn is always good.
Yeah, is a lot of people, when it starts feeling uncomfortable, they want to stop, but you've only just begun when it starts feeling like,
that burn. If you feel that burn in your muscle, that's the start of your set.
Yeah.
The reps that actually count are the ones that start after that burn. So if you're going and you're always stopping as soon as you feel that burn, you're not going to build muscle. You have to go a couple reps beyond the burn is where you really tear down the muscle fibers. And when you're building muscle, you're actually tearing down. You want to be tearing the muscle fibers down so that you can rebuild them with your diet and food and stuff.
Yeah. So Stephanie says, do you guys alternate days with weights and cardio? No, we do cardio every single day, 7 days a week. And we do weights 5 days a week. So it's cardio every single day.
Yep.
Rain, shine, snow, anything.
Especially on the cheat days, it really helps digest the food too.
We do a lot of cardio on the cheat day.
Yeah.
I see something.
Andy Rainey with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Andy. You've done something here, Andy. Tell you one thing.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Thank you, Andy Rainey. That's so sweet.
Thank you so much. And she has a nice comment for us too. That's awesome, Andy. Thanks for all you guys do. It really makes a difference.
Thank you, Andy Rainey. That's so lovely. We really appreciate that. And watch this. You'll get a whiff of.
Look at these butterflies, Andy.
I don't have butterflies, but I have these curlies. Giovanni, thank you so much. Giovanni and Andy Rainey, we thank you so much for your support, your super chat. Let's do this whistle.
We both can't do that whistle.
And guess what? both of you have just cracked open the joke box of doom. And Miss Giovanni says, I am so struggling. Oh, we'll return to that in a moment.
We're getting the super chat's getting broken here.
This is like a guitar, sort of. Hey. Yesenia, thank you so much. Whoa. Yesenia, thank you so much for that super chat. The whistle. She says, thanks. Knew you guys would have awesome advice. Thank you so much. Let's go back to Giovanni. I'm sorry I stopped reading. I am so struggling. I start off good with my exercise and food, and then I stop and find it so hard to get back on track. Did you guys have that problem? For the first over and over and over again,
Giovanni, you're not alone in that. Me and Nicole struggled with that for decades. Not just a little bit. We struggled for decades with that. It is so normal. When you're fighting against the fight that you're fighting, you're gonna fall off the horse. And
the way to look at it, though, first of all, you need to be really gentle on yourself, and that is very difficult to do. But having compassion for yourself, and Andy Rainey brought up that book, It's Not About Food. It really often isn't about food, and that book taught me you need to have compassion for yourself, and be patient with yourself, and try not to put pressure on yourself. Each day, praise yourself for something that you did, that you wanted to do. So if you started with your food and exercise this week, praise yourself for that. And when you get back on track is when you're ready to get back on track. Sometimes you're not ready, and that's okay. Give yourself the time you need, and then get back on track again. And once you start being more gentle on yourself, and you stop putting so much pressure on yourself, say, hey, I don't know if you go to the gym or anything like that, but if you don't feel like going to the gym to exercise, what do you feel like doing? Do you have a pet that you could walk? Do you have kids that you could go play tag with, or have a couple races with in the backyard? Is there something you enjoy? Sometimes I take a skipping rope and I skip. Do you like skipping? Some people like swimming, gardening, cleaning. Yep. All of those things also work as exercise. So don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do. And also, if you're struggling with the food, try not changing and not making so many big changes. Try just portioning what you want to eat. If you wake up and you want to eat pancakes for breakfast, do it, but have two. Or if you want to eat ice cream for breakfast, have a bowl. A serving on ice cream is generally half a cup. Have half a cup ice cream for breakfast if that's what you want. You need to give yourself what you're wanting so that you're not rebelling on yourself. And we had to really go through all of that. And we would give ourselves what we want, and then we would struggle with the guilt, and we would fall back. But that's all part of it. It's all about climbing the ladder, sometimes taking a couple steps down, and then going back up again. But it makes you stronger every time. And that is how we got here.
A little bit smarter and a little bit stronger every time. And Andy Rainey said that thanks, like, it really makes a difference what we do. You guys and your support, when you support us through, whether it's liking our video or leaving a positive comment, sharing our video on your own Facebook, or donating to really fund and support our channel now that YouTube doesn't anymore, that makes a difference in our lives. You're affecting us and giving us as much positive energy as we could ever give back to you guys, and we thank you so much. And to Giovanni, you know what? Your problem, Giovanni, it's not ridiculous. It's normal. And you know what? We had the problem of, going back and forth for years because we were in that black and white thinking. Mm-hmm. We tried to be perfect human beings on Monday morning. And it sounds simple, but we had to keep having this thought in our head. We have to focus on progress, not perfection. Me and Nicole were always beating ourselves up for not being perfect. When we switched our thinking over to take that one step, instead of saying, well, I'm going to run a marathon Monday, or I'm going to lose all my weight and all my body fat in 1 week, we had to move and shift our thinking, and to really gain some traction, that one step, that first step, and literally one step changed our life. Yeah. Because that's how we started. We could only take literally a handful of steps.
And that's
so
what we did.
If we put our mind way too far ahead, we would always fail, because we were trying to skip over that first step. And sometimes that's all it takes. Just focus on progress, not perfection.
And Kyle is right. Small steps. Don't try to do it all at once. If you're struggling with exercise and food, choose one at Giovanni and focus on that. Don't worry about the other one. You know, if you're having a really hard time with your food right now, but you think you could maybe move your body every day, focus on moving your body, and the food part will come later, or vice versa. If you feel you can get your food portioned out every day, but you're not ready for the exercise regularly, focus on the food.
And you know
what? If you just do one, you know, you will eventually follow with the other one.
This goes to all the friends too. For exercise, it doesn't have to be what we consider a typical exercise. Dance. If you're vacuuming the carpet, throw on some music and dance for 15 minutes. That's cardio. It doesn't matter. And Stephanie just said, does it matter whether cardio or weights is done first?
As long as you get it in.
We'll get to that in a second, but as long as you're being active, it doesn't, for the cardio, for what you do for cardio, it doesn't matter.
No.
Dance, walk the dog, play with your kids on the floor, go kick a soccer ball around. It doesn't matter what you do. It's getting your body moving.
Exactly. We do have to, of course, do 3 jokes because we had 3 super chat friends.
Oh, yeah.
But first, I just want to answer Lola's question. How's the ebook coming along? Sorry, I can't wait to get my hands on it. Thank you for asking, Lola. It is done.
The ebook is done and ready to go.
We are just, it's a process to get it, you know, put out there in the proper way.
We have to
we have to go through some steps.
We have to go through some legal stuff to make sure it's all proper and ready to go. Some copyright stuff. Some copyright. We found a website that we're going to host it on, but we have to do the steps properly so that when it does come out, there's no glitches and you guys get it and it works. But the book is done and it is coming. So thank you for your interest in that.
Thank you.
We're like itching to get it out there. We can't wait because it's so awesome, and it's not a diet. It's not even an ebook. It's a
complete weight loss guide.
Complete guide, and it's everything we got, and it's everything that we learned along our journey.
Yeah, we put our heart and soul into it. It is,
and it's going to give you guys the tools to do your own.
We ate the way we show you in the meal plans that we give you. We made those recipes. We adapted those recipes for ourselves. There are 40 recipes that Kyle and I, you know, modified, and they're ours.
Yeah.
And there's also exercises in it. It guides you through making your own meal plan if you don't want to follow ours or when you're done with ours. And the meal plans are gradual. It starts, you know, a little more lenient, and then it gets a little more strict. But it never takes away food groups, and the recipes are family friendly. Yeah. It is geared, and it does not contain kale or avocado or anything that Kyle and I wouldn't eat, because I wouldn't eat kale or avocado.
You can add that to our recipes.
Sure, but
you guys know we eat good, and you guys know these are our personal recipes. Andy Rainey, good night. We thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. We love you. Have a great night and a great sleep. Thank you for always coming in here and supporting.
Thank you, Miss Andy Rainey. You are amazing.
So Stephanie says, does it matter whether, we'll just answer this quick and then we'll get to the jokes.
Then we'll get to the jokes and then we'll bid everybody a happy nanny-a-doo.
Stephanie Harvey says, does it matter whether cardio or weights is done first? It does, depending on your goals. If your goal is to put on muscle, you want to separate your cardio and weights.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter whether you do one or the other first. But if you're going to put on muscle, you don't want to put them together, because when you are weight training and then you continue your not eating process longer, and then you wear yourself out even more with cardio added onto your weights before or after, you're going to actually do some damage. You're going to lose muscle. You're going to be in a catabolic state, not in an anabolic state. That's a quick answer for a long question. But yeah.
Okay,
All right, on to the jokes.
The joke box of doom. Now, sorry, Miss Andy Rainey, you had to leave.
First one for Andy.
I'm sorry you had to leave and miss this, but maybe you will see it in a rewatch. Let's take it out.
If Nicole's already laughing before the joke starts, it's a good one.
Okay, the friends. This is a question one, so we're going to give you an opportunity to answer it. Okay. What did one eye say to the other eye? Now, the friends are smart, so they might get this. Let's see what they think.
What did one eye say to the other eye? And now, friends, I don't even know the answer. I didn't look at this one.
Okay, so I'm going to give the friends a couple of seconds to figure it out.
Give about 10 more seconds to get your guess in.
That's the countdown.
That's the non-copyrighted countdown music.
Okay, so the friends, ready, steady. What did one eye say to the other eye? Don't look now, but something between us smells. Get it? The nose? It smells like that.
Whoa, that's a real humdinger. That's a knee slapper if I ever heard one. Slap the knees.
This is how you slap the knees.
Something. What is the something between us smells?
Yeah. Get it? Your nose is in between your eyes.
We're going on the road. We're touring on the road this winter. We'll be on comedy, what's that? Yuck Yuck stand-up comedy amateur hour.
There you go. Okay. Here is the next one. Okay. Are you ready, friends? This one is a reader. So, I was wondering why the football was getting bigger, and then it hit me.
Hey! Whoa. We are on a roll tonight.
Slappers. Okay, so.
Please tip your waitress.
The last one. Oops. The last one. Let's get
the last joke before it's nanny time.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's have a riddle. Hey, it is.
Hey, it is a riddle.
I want the friends to think. I want to think on this one too, so I can do this to my beard.
Now, this one's pretty easy. I think the friends are going to get it. They're very smart friends. What gets wetter the more it dries? You know where I got this one from? I used to play Nancy Drew computer games.
That was one of the riddles in there?
Yep.
Maybe the friends will get it. Friends, if you're Nancy Drew fans, you might get this one. So what was the riddle?
Okay, it is what gets wetter the more it dries. Think about it. What gets wetter the more it dries? Yes, Yesenia did it. She's a Nancy Drew smarty. You did it, Yesenia. It's a towel.
Yesenia, you're one smart cookie.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Okay,
you
friends.
Did it.
We're going to peace out of here.
We did not outsmart the friends. They are just too smart.
Yesenia got it.
We would like to do a special thank you to all of the super chat friends. Thank you to Andy Rainey and Giovanni for your $20 super chats, and thank you to Yesenia for your $5 super chat. We appreciate that so much. That helps us keep the content coming. It helps us getting our ebook out and all of that good stuff. So thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that came in tonight.
We
you
appreciate
guys are
all
awesome.
the support and love. Keep commenting.
Yes, and thank you again for all your really nice and supportive comments on our last video.
And friends, keep the support coming, because independent YouTubers like me and Nicole, we need your help, and you guys are the reason that we're growing so fast. So thank you so much.
The reason for the season.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Have a beautiful night, friends. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Peace out, buddies.
Colette's out. Good night.